What's up, guys? This is GTFan712 back again with yet another installment of This Week in Roshe news. The week of January 20th to the 26th has been a big week, so let's jump into our first story. Now, first up, we revisit this pair of women's woven Roshes that we have seen over the last few weeks. We now know that these Roshes will be specially made for the Nagoya Marathon, an annual race held in Nagoya, Japan in early March. This year, the race will be held on March 10th, but as of now, there is no U.S. release information. Now let's get into this week's releases. 21 Mercer has released a few women's Roshes. The Blackout women's wovens are available for $100, along with the deep mineral blue colorway of the metallic mesh Roshes, which are available for $70. 21 Mercer also has the Rainbow Women's Wovens, but they are listed as a Roshe Run Woven Premium and are available for $10 more than the regular wovens at $110. Next, NikeStore.com released the Squadron green colorway of the men's wovens, which has a striking resemblance to the iguana colorway. The Squadron greens are available now for $90 on Nike Store, and you can find a link in the description below. Now, Nike Store also released the Polarized Pink colorway of the women's metallic mesh Roshes this week at $70. If you are interested in this colorway, take into account the difference in color compared to this catalog shot. In person, the outsole is more of a bright pink bubblegum-like color. I got the chance to check out a few different colorways of the metallic mesh Roshes over the weekend at my local Nike running store, and the mid-panel material is actually a nylon, with the triangular pattern dyed into the material. Next up, we saw the DrJs.com release of the 3 re-released original colorways, which was one of several websites that released and promptly sold out of all 3 Roshes. If you still haven't been able to locate your pairs, don't give in to resellers just yet, as these will see many more releases over the next few months. Bombers from the Nike Talk forums had this conversation with a Foot Action representative, so we can expect the online release of the Black Sails, Sport Reds, and Iguanas to hit footaction.com on or around February 22nd. Now our last bit of release information. Chic Shoes posted this photo on their Instagram account, showing off their warehouse full of Roshes ready to ship out to Chic locations. If you have a Chic Shoes location near you, make sure to keep checking for a future release. Now let's get into some new models. First up, we see this image of a possible brown colorway of the men's Roshe Run woven. Some believe this could just be a filtered photo of the Squadron green colorway, but this could be something completely different. We did see a brown colorway previewed and eventually released from Atmos Japan, but that was the last we heard of this colorway. Stick with This Week in Roshe news for future developments on this Roshe Run woven. Next up, we have another colorway of the women's woven Roshes, which popped up on NikeStore.com during the week, but similarly to the way the mangoes originally showed up, as there was never any stock available when they first appeared. This atomic teal colorway is listed as atomic teal, crystal mint, and fiberglass, which is a similar colorway to the men's florals. No concrete release information has surfaced as of yet, but if you'd like to check out the NikeStore.com listing, you can find a link in the description below. Bombers from the Nike Talk forums gave us another piece of news this week. It's the orange cheetah colorway of the Roshe 2 from the Neon Cheetah Pack, which we previewed last month. Here we can see the full shoe with an orange and black cheetah printed upper, orange sole, orange laces, and a Volt swoosh on the toe box. We still don't have any release information, but stay tuned for any developments on this colorway and the rest of the Neon Cheetah Pack. Now next up, The Patcher on Instagram delivered another preview at a set of upcoming Roshes. This is the woman's tie-dye pack featuring a tie-dye camo upper. On the top, a gray and black colorway with a black swoosh, a white sole, black and white laces, and orange contrasting eyelets. Below is the red colorway featuring several shades of red on the upper, a red swoosh, a white sole, red and white laces, and white contrasting eyelets. These were previewed alongside the Tiger Camo pack from last week, however there is still no release information for either pack. Stick with This Week in Roshe news for any developments on these upcoming Roshes. As always, we've saved the best story for last. DE Beat-Up, a very credible source for Roshe news, hit us with this information earlier this week, confirming what we were all expecting. He states the Roshe Run will be coming to Nike ID in the early summer for both men and women. 4 different material options will be offered. At $110, you will have the option of suede or mesh, and at $130, you will have the premium option of a nicer suede, as well as something called Liberty Mesh. No word on any specific colors or materials available, but This Week in Roshe news will be on top of any developments. Now, DE Beat-Up also hinted at a few future models in his post, stating, quote, "There are plenty of diverse color blocking and palette options this year from varying edges of the spectrum." He states he passed on the Blackout wovens because he is waiting on the Blackout OGs, hinting at that future colorway. So there's plenty more to come from the Roshes in 2013 and beyond. And that will wrap up this episode of This Week in Roshe News for the week of January 20th to the 26th, 2013. As we continue moving through the year, the Roshe news just gets bigger and bigger, so be sure to check back every weekend for your weekly fix of Roshe news. If you guys have any questions or would like to find out more about the Roshe Run, feel free to leave me a comment below or check the links in the description to go to the Nike Talk or Soul Collector Roshe Run forums. If you're on Twitter or Instagram, be sure to follow the official Team Roshe accounts at Team Roshe for up-to-the-minute news, updates, and member photos, and you can follow my personal Twitter and Instagram at GTFan712. Until next time, this has been GTFan712. Thanks for watching.